Hey YouTube, it's Patter from Team Bolshevik, and that's Thomas who didn't want a face show, and there he is. I just got in on the Fairy Structure deck. I got 3, he got 1. He's building Heralds, he's been building Heralds since God knows when, and he bought 1. And I just kind of decided to build Agents, so. But anyways, long story short, I'm sure this isn't the only video of this that's going to be on the web, but we're going to do a review of the essential cards in the Fairy Structure deck. And obviously we're going to start off with the big boy, Master Hyperion. Master Hyperion is a gazillion star light fairy type.
Or, like 8?
1, 2, 3, 8 stars, okay. He has 2700 attack and 2100 defense. You can special summon this card from your hand by removing from play 1 agent monster in your hand, field, or graveyard. That's amazing. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 light fairy type monster from your graveyard. Just select 1 card in the field and destroy it. If Sanctuary in the Sky is face up on the field, you can activate that card twice per turn. So, initial thoughts, Tommy boy?
Dad, with easier summoning requirements, but lower standard effect.
Less payoff, but this guy's unlimited.
For now?
Yeah, for now, but he is unlimited. It's only going to matter this format. Fairies will only live for this format. But yeah, I mean, you can only do it once, but I think the whole deck revolves around bringing out Sanctuary in the Sky, so you can probably do it twice. I guess this is why Burial was put in there for this guy. You can't synchro with him, but that's okay. You can Beckoning him, which is amazing. Think about that. We got Agent of Mystery Earth, 2-star light fairy tuner, and when it's normal summon you can add 1 agent monster from your deck to their hand, except for itself. If Sanctuary in the Sky is face up, you can take Master Hyperion instead. 1000 attack and 800 defense. What are your thoughts?
The fact that it's a tuner, major plus.
It seems it's. Sorry, go ahead.
Search power makes it instant. An instant staple to agent deck.
Well, I think that's the engine, as far as I know.
Yeah, that is the engine.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the top tier decks that are running around right now, it's Search Power, Draw Power, and Swarm, and I think this deck has all of that. I can see something getting pulled off with like Ultimate Offering plays kind of thing, you know?
Maybe.
I don't know. That's what springs to mind at first.
Well, now the Ultimate Offering got 3.
Yeah, but that went to 3 a while ago and nothing happened, so you can't guarantee anything. The next card is Agent of Miracles Jupiter. 4-star, 1800 attack, 1000 defense. Once per turn you can remove from play 1 agent monster in your graveyard to select 1 face-up light fairy type monster you control, and it gains 800 attack into the end phase. That's kind of crap, but while Sanctuary in the Sky is face up on the field, once per turn you can discard 1 fairy type monster to special summon select 1 of your removed from play fairy light type monsters and special summon it. That's amazing because that guy's a light fairy type monster and can be removed from play.
And with the high level of high number of high-level monsters in the deck, you remove them using Hyperion's effect, like mill them out somehow, send them to the grave, activate Hyperion's effect, bliss them your opponent controls, get Jupiter out, and just instantly bring back, like, I don't know, Athena, or, what are the other high-level ones?
I don't know.
Another Master Hyperion, just for...
The problem with milling something out is that that's going to be like a Raikou or a Card Trooper kind of play, and to mill it to remove from play, you're going to need D-Fissures and Macrocosmos. And then if that's on the field, then you're not going to be able to use this guy's effect, because there's not going to be anything to...
But what I'm saying, though, is get them to the grave, like, use them as discard fodder.
And then, like, DD Crow them or something.
No, use Master Hyperion's effect to push them out of the grave.
Okay, and then use him... Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Back instantly.
And that's once per turn, which is... just amazing. I mean, he's 18. He's nothing small either. I mean, but yeah, these are the 3 main hollows, I guess. I mean,
3 only hollows.
Yeah. Well, they're the important ones. Next card, Agent of Wisdom Mercury, 4-star light fairy, 0 attack, 1700 defense. If you control this face-up card and have no cards in your hands at the end of your opponent's end phase, draw 1 card from your deck during your next standby phase. And I think I speak for sanity when I say that's just a piece of crap.
Okay at best.
Yeah, I don't think we need to say anything more about that. I don't think this is going to be run at all. Unless Infernities find some weird variant kind of thing.
Holy crap!
Agent of Creation Venus. 3-star light fairy type. Sorry for all the noise, guys. We're in the middle of our hobby store, so gotta apologize. Yeah, Venus. Its effect is pay 500 life points to special summon one Mystic Shine Ball from your deck to your hand. From your hand or deck, sorry. Special summon it. Thoughts?
Pull them to the field.
It's deck thinning. It is.
Definitely deck thinning. If you've got Hyperion in your hand, that's just one more thing you can remove from play to special summon them. And then
People have been saying that this card is really good to set up for combos with Synchroing, but that's not a tuner. This one is your tuner for the deck. So I mean, I don't know.
pay 1500, pull out an 8-star.
Yeah.
Pull out a 9-star.
It doesn't seem that worthwhile to be relying on, kind of thing. Like again, it's deck thinning. But how useful is Mystic Shine Ball? Really?
No.
Mystic Shine Ball. It's a 2-star light fairy. It has no effect. 500 attack, 500 defense. So
vanilla.
Yeah, it's a vanilla. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Unless somebody creates something, this is level 3, right? So unless somebody does something where it's like Gravity Bind or Level Limit kind of thing, I don't know. I can't see this being an amazing combo. And I've realized that I've kind of just been pointing at that, haven't I? Sorry, YouTube. Sorry. This video might be just pointing down. This video might be entire crap. I don't know, but we're gonna try it. The Agent of Force Mars, light 3-star fairy. Oh, shocking! It's a fairy. 0 attack, 0 defense. It's unaffected by spell cards, and while Sanctuary in the Sky is face up, if your life points are higher than your opponent's, then its attack is equal to the difference. Its attack and defense. Thoughts?
It's alright.
I mean, I can't see.
Nothing amazing.
That's one heck of a perfect situation to be in. Like,
it's nothing amazing, but the thing is, you need agents for Hyperion's effect. And then
Speak so much louder, dude.
I totally just realized that I made a mistake. You can't use Mystic Shine Ball to summon Hyperion, so...
Why not? He's a light fairy type, isn't he? No, you have to play agents.
So the thing is, that's the only reason people were going to pull out Mars and Mercury and...
Already useless. I don't know, man. I mean, if you run 3 of each of these, then you're summoning these guys, you're searching out these guys. I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
I just don't know. We're only talking about the worthwhile cards in the set. I mean, we're not talking about all the crap. Here is Zeradius, Herald of Heaven, 4-star light fairy type, 2100 attack, 800 defense. He is your commanded, basically. He searches out your Sanctuary in the Sky, and then he sits there on the field if you want him to until Sanctuary in the Sky dies. What are your thoughts?
Good. I'd run 2, maybe.
2? Really?
I don't think I'd go for 3.
This eliminates the need for terraforming.
That's true.
Or it increases the chance of drawing. It depends on how much you like Sanctuary in the Sky.
Yeah.
Soul of Purity Light. This is basically a walking, talking burden. 2000 6-star fairy type. Remove from play 2 light fairy type, or light monsters rather. Remove from play 2 light monsters from your graveyard. And then all your opponent's monsters lose 300 attack during the battle phase, which is when it's important to be lost. So, what are your thoughts?
The remove from play makes good for Jupiter and Burial, of course. And the effect is decent, but I wouldn't rely too much on it. But the thing is, it's an easy special summon, and you get the like with Earth, if you special summon her, then normal summon Earth somehow. I don't know why I'm saying somehow, but that's an easy 8. So
yeah, I can see.
Just good synchro fodder, I guess.
And I mean, we've seen in our own locals how crushing Burden can be. I mean, it is just the fact that Burden is a good card. Shining Angel. This is another engine card.
No real thoughts.
It's
the Mystic Tomato lights.
Yeah, it's just good. That's all there is to say. It's just good. Hecatrix, 4-star light fairy type, and you can discard it to add 1 Valhalla Hollow Fallen from your deck to your hand. That's once again just kind of like a commanding kind of thing, deck thinning, bringing important cards to your hand. If you choose to run Valhalla, at least.
If you're running a lot of high-level fairies, I would definitely run Valhalla. Otherwise, 1 at most.
Yeah.
and not really.
Yeah, if you're running one Valhalla, then you don't need this. Speaking of high-level fairies, we have Athena. We're only really talking about this card because it's the replacement for you-know-who.
Christia.
Athena is a 7-star light fairy-type monster, 2600 attack, 800 defense. Each time a fairy-type monster is summoned, inflict 600 damage to your opponent. Once per turn, you can send one face-up fairy-type monster you control, except Athena, to the graveyard. Select one fairy-type monster from your graveyard, except Athena, to special summon it. Thoughts?
One possible use I thought of using for it, use its effect, send Hyperion to the grave, and then bring it back. And that way, you get more than just 2 shots from his effect if you've got Sanctuary in the Sky on the field. Other than that, just good for getting out other high-level fairies. It's a good,
Athena's not, we're not going to sit here and complain about how we didn't get Christia. I mean, it is terrible, we didn't deserve that, and it's, it sucks.
If you do decide to run these, and you draw into a Shine Ball, it's a good way to just use them up, summon it, get rid of it with Athena's effect, pull out, Hyperion.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an amazing combo. It could be just, you've already got a 2600 attack monster on the field, so you're in pretty good shape, right? But yeah, I mean, it's not that bad a card. Sure, it's not as costly and it's not as hard to get, but it's not god-awful. Victoria, 4-star fairy, light type, 1800 attack, 1500 defense. These guys are picking on Thomas here. You should tell him to stop, you two.
No.
So yeah, Victoria, there's a Dragon Hate effect I'm not going to talk about, and then your opponent cannot select another face-up fairy-type monster as an attack target. Yeah. Opponent cannot select another face-up fairy monster as an attack target. This creates interesting lockdown situations. It's not Wadhopper, so you can't bring it out with Shining Angel, but it's going to be really interesting to see if there's any lockdown kind of decks that are going to be created with this card.
I can't see any lockdown decks.
Lockdown plays, rather, sorry.
But I think it's definitely going to be a decently run card, 1 or 2 to a deck, as opposed to, say, Venus or even I don't know, Mercury or any of the otherwise useless agents.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, it's Dragon Hate. I mean, you can side deck this just in case. I mean, if you have Disaster Dragon as your locals, then you've got this now.
The one downside to Victoria is you wouldn't want to use it on Stardust if you were going to use its effect, because if you use Stardust with Victoria, use its effect, when it comes back to the field, it comes back under your opponent's control. I think I read some ruling somewhere.
I don't think so.
It doesn't say on the card itself, but there's a ruling I read somewhere that said
special summon it to your side of the field. That said, it's straight up.
No, but if you
tribute it, then yeah, it comes back to your opponent's side of the field.
That's what I mean. If you use Stardust for its effect, then it goes to the opponent.
But I mean, then you just got to play it smart and not use it for its effect,
exactly.
Right? I mean,
and then you just use it as a beat stick.
And let's think about how many synchros are dragons. This is a decent card. It's 1800 if nothing else. I mean, if you've got Sanctuary in the Sky, it's even more.
No, it's not. Sanctuary in the Sky doesn't have an attack booster.
Sorry, I'm new. Cards from the Sky. Anyways, Cards from the Sky. This is our Cards for Black Feathers. That's all it is. This is our Cards for Black Feathers.
Yeah. Good drop power.
Valhalla. This is how you bring out beat sticks like Athena if you don't want to sacrifice for them. Thoughts? You said thoughts?
I'm just, no thoughts.
Just being sexy. That's all he's doing. He's being sexy.
Best for, the high levels. Other than that, not really a whole lot to say.
Well, I mean, it is special summoning one fairy-type monster. So, I mean, you could be special summoning your Jupiter, normal summon your Earth, get your Search, and then Synchro.
Yeah.
I mean, there is definitely plays to be had with Valhalla.
If you're using cards like Tethys and Splendid, which we aren't
going into.
But I don't know, I kind of like them though.
Well, they're there, but they're not really.
No, Tethys makes for good draw power, and Splendid just makes it so you can't be negated.
But I mean, if you don't have Valhalla, then you're really screwed. This is Doug from Team Beard Sweat.
So,
Doug, what are your thoughts on the Fairy Structure deck as a whole?
It's the only tier near 0 deck that's going to be it right now.
Tier 0, really? You think so?
with the bunk yet.
With debunk.
Dude, the bunk is going to be huge.
Yeah? Very awesome. We have a debunk in our binder. Hooray!
The bunk. The fact that the only thing that sucks about that was Christia was mentioned to be in that strip deck and it wasn't.
Yeah, we've been over that. We reviewed Athena just because. Anyways, you knew that, YouTube. We don't need to go over that. Yeah,
No, that's the only thing better than that.
Yeah, Christie's not Gold Series either, but it will be reprinted. It just has to be. Actually, no, it won't because Konami's dick to the TCG.
Pretty much.
Doug, do you want to get in on this review? Come on, we'll make it. Yeah. So, Sanctuary in the Sky. Battle damage to the controller of a fairy monster becomes 0. It's just quite good. I mean, you've got surge power. There's terraformings, obviously. There's what's his name, the Herald guy. I can't remember.
Zaridia.
Yeah, I don't know, buddy. But I mean, this is definitely the engine because I mean all the agents revolve around him being or it being out, and it's a field card, which is good. I mean, you can clear Necro Valley when you need to. It's just good. Any of you have thoughts? Either of you?
Well, I know exactly how it's going to play. It's like Sanctuary Sky is not a key card though for that deck. I've seen, me and Brent have gone through this like for weeks, and how he's going to play it is going to be based around the counters. And
He's doing counter fairies?
he hasn't shown me completely what he's doing, but he's doing counter fairies off this build.
Counter fairies.
Robbie Cole built this originally, and the way he's going to, I haven't seen it completely because I refuse to watch YouTube videos often. I like
What, M. Cole 40 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him.
But either way, he did.
No offense, M. Cole 40. I'm sorry if you're watching this. I just don't really care for your channel that much. No personal.
No, I watched WK Dad and I watched those, but no, he put out the fairy deck and now he's gonna Brent's copying off him, so we'll see how it's gonna work.
Camera battery's getting low. We're gonna fly right through the Celestial Transformation. That was Doug from Team Beer Sweat. We're gonna have a link to his channel underneath. Celestial Transformation, special summon one fairy type monster from your hand. It's a quick play. That monster's attacks and defense is halved, and it is destroyed during your end phase. Easy synchro, good protection sometimes.
Easy to get the high levels. Pop out Athena, use its effect, it dies at the end of the turn. So
yeah,
get a Hyperion really easily.
I mean, the good thing about fairies is that they have all these cards that just bring them out, and there's no level of attack and defense restrictions, anything like that.
Other than Shining Angel.
Divine Punishment. Counter trap card, good for counter fairies. Activate only if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field. Negate the activation of a spell trap card, effect, or anything, and destroy it. Basically solemn, yeah.
Yeah, someone borked fairies just there. Like, it's the most ridiculously broken counter trap.
It's a lot like Saberhole. I mean, it's good. It's really good, and it's at 3, you know, and there's no cost.
Wait, Saberhole?
Saberhole. Negate the summon of a monster if you control an X-Saber.
They're so jelly, this card.
Quiet. Oh. Miraculous Descent. That was Peter. He plays magic. Continuous trap card. Select one of your fairy type monsters that's removed from play. Special summon it. When it's removed from the field, destroy it. Blah 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 blah. It's basically Call of the Haunted for removed from play fairies.
Love it.
That's gonna be it because we got too many people coming trying to talk to us. We're too popular. That's all we can do. This is gonna be a good deck. That's it. That's all there is to it. Try and get your hands on Christie if you can, but don't try and get them too late in the format because it'll be banned. This deck will die after the format. That's an 18-minute video right there. That's Thomas. I'm Patrick. Team Bolshevik out.